Hey, I'm Paul with RockOutfitters.com, here to show you the Yakima HighSpeed rooftop fork mount bicycle carrier. Here we have it on the top of this vehicle, which happens to have Yakima Jetstream load bars. However, this particular carrier can mount to a wide range of different crossbar types. So I'll go ahead and take it off and we'll look at it in detail over here. So this is a fork mount style carrier, meaning you remove the front wheel and the tips of the fork or the front axle of the fork are held in this front closure. So it's designed to accommodate the widest possible range of bicycle sizes and standards. So currently it's configured with a dummy axle and a standard 9mm quick release, which will work for bicycles that have just a traditional open tipped fork, and it's just a matter of dropping the tips of the fork onto the skewer and closing the lever. Now if you want to use this for a different type of front axle standard, you'd simply turn this knob and that releases the dummy axle and quick release lever, and now you would just drop the axles directly into this closure and turn the knob, and when you turn the knob it'll accommodate all the various standards that are on the market. That could be a 12mm, a 15mm, a 20mm through axle, also the different widths. So typical quick releases use a 100mm width, but there's also standards that include 110, and of course it'll work with that as well. So I'll go ahead and put that back in, and when I put it in here I'll show how this works. As you tighten, this knob will click, indicating that it's correctly tightened. So that is a clutch, it's a torque limiter that has a clutch in it where it clicks. That way you know it's fully tightened, not over or under tightened. So, and then next thing to know is that there is a lock housing which accepts one of Yakima's SKS lock cores, so that clutch can be locked and that you could not release that axle. Now while we're up front here, let me show you the underside. So here we have a broad base that allows it to fit to a wide range of different bar types and still maintaining excellent stability. It has stainless steel rubberized bands that'll grab around the underside of your crossbar, as well as rubber on the top side. And so it's going to work on, of course, all Yakima bars, really just about every bar on the market that has a minimum of 100-pound load carrying capacity. And now as we move back, you can see the unique tray configuration. It's a dual tubular aluminum tray, and that has the rear bar mounting hardware as well. That slides in a track, and it has the rear wheel cradle, which also slides in a track. So this will allow, the tray will allow it to accommodate a wide range of wheelbase sizes, and the adjustable rear load bar attachment allows it to accommodate a wide range of crossbar spacing. Also, the strap that's included can accommodate most road bikes and mountain bikes. And then there's an additional strap that's included to accommodate the widest 5-inch fat tire mountain bike as well. And as we go to the very end, we have an integrated cable. This cable is designed to lock around the bicycle and thereby giving you an effective theft deterrent. So this is independent of whatever standards being used at the front to hold the front of the bike mount. And you'll see here there's a lockdown. So you simply run this cable around the frame and then lock it back to itself right here using one of your Yakima SKS lock cylinders. And then that's conveniently housed back inside. And that's probably the key thing, is that it's very convenient to access and to use. And then another housing is right here, and this is the housing that would be used for a third Yakima lock core to lock the carrier to your load bars. So many steps to provide various levels of security. So I'll go ahead and now take this back over to the vehicle and show the method of attachment. So I'll just set it on top of the bars, and I'll bring that band underneath the bar, and there's a section there that allows me to slip this through, and then it engages at the top. There is a turn knob here that allows you to adjust to get the perfect tension so that that strap is actually gripping tight enough. If it's loose, then you can turn the knob, and as you turn that knob, that'll give it a stronger grip to the load bar. Okay, so I feel like I have it in a good tightness, and then I slide that part forward, and there we have a good secure connection to the load bar. So same on the opposite side. I'll snap that in, and now you have a very firm connection to that front load bar. Now in the rear, it's the exact same process. So I'll just go ahead and bring that rear up and over, just to ensure that it's got a good firm grip. And snap that down, and then slide that forward. And this would be the point, if you had a lock cylinder, you would lock that, and then that would prevent release of the lever and release of the carrier from your load bar. Okay, so now with it secured to the load bar, I'll go ahead and get a bike, and we'll load up a bike and just show you the technique for putting a bike up on the carrier. And we'll do this in a unique way where we'll go ahead and attach the dummy axle directly to the fork first. So we're doing it in this method to show how this would be very similar to if it's a mountain bike with a thru axle. You would remove the thru axle, set the front wheel aside, and replace the thru axle, similar to what we're doing here with this road bike. So I'll go ahead and get this in place. Use the cam action to get a secure connection. Okay, so now it's on there good and tight. And then here all we have to do is, with the bike on the ground, you lift at the lowest part of the frame and fork, get your rear wheel into place, bring your front into that position, and then use your clutch, and here we're tight, and then bring your rear wheel into place. Now the bike's secured to the carrier, and again, if you have locks, this is the point at which you would run this cable around the bicycle frame, giving yourself a secure connection from a theft standpoint. So those are all the key features of the Yakima HighSpeed. I'm Paul with RackOutfitters.com. Please visit our site for complete details, our pricing, and our promotions, and thank you very much for watching.